Now, as we all know that amidst us we have the presence of Sir James Lloyd William, a great linguistic scholar from UK. He is popular in the Sylhet region of Bangladesh and in the Barak Valley of India. We are very thankful to Sir for giving us your precious time and paying heed to our invitation. I would request Sir to come upon the stage and take his valuable seat. Thank you so much, sir. Now we would like to present a small honor and a love from our side. So I would request Sir Shahin sir to coming over the stage and felicitate our Sir James Lloyd William. Thank you, Shahin sir. Now the most awaited moment have arrived that all of us were waiting for. It's time to listen from Sir James Lloyd William. I would request sir to speak a few words for us.
I want to thank everyone, and especially Shah Jahan. I have a great privilege of counting him as a friend, and through him as a friend, I count all of you as friends. And he is a person who has inspired me by what he has done here with the people, especially the children of Bodhapur. Now, I want to speak on something you might say is a completely different subject, but this is our king. Now, Alfred was born some 200 years after the death of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and so he lived from about 825 to 899 AD, and at that time England was several small kingdoms. It wasn't unified, and as he was growing up there was this constant stream of invasions from Scandinavia. The Danes, the Vikings as they are known. The Vikings were they had their gods. And in fact, our English days of the week are named after their gods. Like Wednesday is Woden's Day, named after their god Woden. Thursday, Thor, etc. I think some of you might have learned that. Now, why I'm saying this is that they were invading, and their whole god was fighting and killing. In fact, the Vikings, their idea of heaven was feasting, and they would have a great time fighting and killing each other in heaven, and then after killing themselves with their swords, they would laugh, jump up alive and fight again. So their god was fighting and killing, and they were raiding England and burning villages, taking slaves, gold, killing lots of people. Maybe like the time of Timur in India. Now, Alfred had a kingdom in the south called Wessex, the south of England, and he had 3 wars against the Vikings. He lost the first 2, and then by a great miracle, he defeated the Vikings under their king, Guthrum. So now, when he captured the Viking army, they'd invaded in 300 warships from Scandinavia, he, instead of enslaving them and killing them and punishing them, he took King Guthrum and 30 of his leading chief men and gave them lavish hospitality for 12 days, feasting them and treating them as his friends. He treated his enemies as his friends once he had defeated them. And as a result, they became his friends. They abandoned their pagan gods and worshipped, came to submit themselves to the one true God, which of course in England was under Christianity. It recently had become Christian, about 200 years before. Now, King Alfred, as well as having been this amazing military commander, was completely dedicated to God. And when he became king, he modelled the laws of England on what you know as a Torah Sharif. We call it the Torah. And he modelled the worship and prayers on the Psalms, which is the Zabur Sharif, and he modelled personal life, personal morality on the teachings of Jesus in the Injil Sharif. So he was, unlike any other king or queen we have had, first and foremost a man of God, a man of prayer, and a man of scholarship. And he personally, he commissioned the translation of the scriptures, the Zabur Sharif, Torah Sharif and Injil Sharif, into English, Old English of the 800s AD. At the moment I have a project studying and editing those very scriptures as have survived in that Old English. And it's just modelling the teaching of Jesus of loving your enemies is how he treated these terrible killers, the Vikings, their king and their leaders. And he modelled that, and it was a greater victory than the victory of defeating them in battle, on the battlefield. At that time, the scriptures were only available, and throughout the whole of Europe, they were available in old Latin language. That wasn't the original language, and only the priests and the monks knew Latin, and the ordinary people had no access. So King Alfred was totally passionate about giving the ordinary people education. He started education, and the goal of education of all the children, and the goal of the Holy Scriptures being made known in the mother tongue of the people. And he was such a humble and great man, and an inspiration to me, my life. I am personally leading a project right now in cooperation, partnership with Sylheti people, with some Sylheti people in Sylhet district, who are translating the Zabur Sharif into Sylheti language with the help of poets, and so this is in the poetry, because the Zabur Sharif is actually a collection of prayers and praises inspired by Allah, of course, but they're designed to be prayers and praises that we make. So very much like your tradition of the songs of Shitalang Shah and other great peers who in Sylheti language made heartfelt songs in dedication to Allah. And in that way, the Zabur, that is what the Zabur Sharif is. It is prayers and praises. So that is my current project that I'm working on, and I would value your prayers in successfully completing this project, as well as collecting the works of Alfred himself. And I hope that as my brother who shared about, who gave the talk encouraging that it is not how rich and successful we become, but it is our dedication to God and our commitment to the poor and our love and compassion for everyone under the teachings that God gives us through His Holy Scriptures. That is the main thing that I hope all of us will hold in our lives, whatever our religion. Thank you.